Oh fuck, I forgot my sock.
Hello and welcome everyone. It's working properly this time. Yes, welcome back to the Dumbass class with me, the Dyslexic Gamer, and the boys, as we carry on our tabletop RPG series with some more Dark Heresies, first and second edition mix, Inquisitorial Profiteers. In the last episode, our group of Imperial, Inquisitorial agents. God, my word! I didn't warm up, do my speaking exercises. That's probably why I'm going to have trouble today. They had a mission to go into the Underhive, the Lower Hive, into the Acid Riots territory. Once there, they were supposed to locate the main pick feed and audio surveillance equipment that used to work properly in the Lower Hive. Years of neglect have left most of the cameras non-functioning, but some of them still are. So, after successfully making their way into the Lower Hive, like proper Mechanicus maintenance scouts leading their procession through, they dispatched.
We were chanting litanies and shit.
They certainly were. As Carla was chanting the litanies of maintenance, the rest of the team
Jenny,
were raising.
Not Carla.
God damn it, Jenny. The rest of the team were raising their arms up in praise to the Omnisire and lowering back down for the soul of the machine spirit. It was very emotional. It was beautiful. But they were accosted by one of the amphetamine and steroid. I was going to say juice, but that's not the right word. A massive meathead, high on drugs and steroids. There you go.
Meat puppet.
Accosted the group, and the group bitch slapped him into oblivion. After after suitably impressing the lower hivers into, yeah, let's not fuck with the Mechanicus. Yeah, that's what happens. They were left to their own devices as they found the location that they needed to set up the spy gear. But Jenny dug a little deeper. Rather than just setting up the equipment, she actually interfaced with the machine spirit, and upon setting the equipment up, used it. And she found out that the Acid Riots headquarters, which is in an area very similar to the Arbite's Fortress Precinct, there's buildings either side and a large area in the middle that is at the moment like a slum, a party slum shithole. But the main building across from that square was the Acid Riots main club and headquarters. After some rather skillful piloting of Hector, Jenny was able to get Hector into a position where she could gain valuable intelligence. That intelligence being that the Acid Riot had a person of interest in their custody. A character with, I hope this is the right word, ebony skin, brilliant blue eyes, and a very odd accent, was being tortured. And this individual turned out to be Jonas Quintus. I've got it written down somewhere rather than putting it on Roll20. Who was a member of the another inquisitorial team sent by Latilla's interrogator. Upon learning this information, the group had a quick discussion and then began to make their way out back towards their transport that brought them here. And that is where our servo skull comes back online. And the pick recording continues. So, you guys are currently Jenny has just fixed up the cover for the maintenance slot. She's put the Mechanicus's seals, purity seals. She's sanctified it, done a little ritual, hopped on one leg, turned in a circle, and now you're ready to leave.
What was that till again?
What was that, Jim?
Sorry. So she just finished up, and if we don't have anything left to do here, we should probably just get back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were supposed to get back to the meet point with the poison kiss and discuss our next move and possibly help Mantorus move the servitors into position.
It would be a good idea.
Sure, you can do that. So Jenny, you would probably receive a update from Ceres, think of it like a Mechanicus itinerary. So she currently has 15 servitors that she can call under her sway. She only has 3 battle servitors, which she gives you their loadout, and it's just a standard Imperial loadout for a battle servitor. Heavy stubber, implanted heavy stubber, and implanted chain axe.
So 3 combat servitors and 15 in total?
No, and plus 15 normal servitors, and then
so
she has 7.
total.
And she has 7 servo skulls, a guardian class servo skulls.
Oh, okay. So, what, the last one?
What?
I'm sorry. Who the fuck is Darius?
Oh.
Who the fuck is that?
Sorry, I forgot. I hit shift tab earlier and my fucking voice changer came on.
I mean, shit, so she's got like a full servitor maniple by the sound of it.
He does seem rather resourceful.
You know nothing. Shush.
Yeah, no, that does sound like. Yeah, she actually has. Well, if. Yeah, no, she's got a full maniple of servitors.
For the standard servitors, they are literally just maintenance. Some of these are servitors that, monotask. Some of these you're looking at, and it looks like she's recovered some whilst being in the underhive or lower hive. She's found some disrepaired ones and brought them back online into her service. Because servitors have a tendency to wander off when they get old.
It's hey, if anything, it's a distraction for the firefight.
It's walking cover.
It's something to shoot at instead of us.
Actually, the walking cover idea is not bad. Literally have them carry shit and be mobile cover. That's... Oh shit! She can actually fit one of them with a fucking las cutter, like she Shecha has. Fit one of them with a las cutter. That way we can actually cut through some shit. They put up reinforced doors. Go fuck yourself.
Pretty good idea, you know.
So you're currently in the transport now, heading back. If Jenny, if you want to pass that information on to Ceres, that you want one of them equipped with a las cutter.
Ceres Nightshade, not...
No, Mantorus. Sorry, yeah, I said her. Yeah, Mantorus. If you want one of them equipped with a las cutter, then let her know.
Definitely. We would. It's probably one of those things that we won't need it until we do. At which point we'll be angry that we don't have it, so let's just have it.
Sure. No, you send that over to her, and she confirms. One of the servitors will indeed have a las cutter.
Alright. What else can we get? Because we're going up against a fully stocked building.
Wait, I was hoping that maybe we can persuade Ceres to give us a few of her girls, like a few of her enforcers?
Probably not a good idea to involve them like that. We could grab a few of them and
The wardens, maybe? We haven't heard from them in a bit.
I don't think the wardens is a good idea.
I'm not particularly fond of working with twists.
I don't think we have any bargaining chip to use with them anyway. But what we can do is make us seem like we are a larger group than we actually are. And that way we can distract them.
Maybe
besides,
this
we don't-
or
And besides, we don't. In theory, we don't actually have to storm their headquarters just yet. We can leave that to a later date. After all, you're going to be executing the. I forgot the name. I think it was Jonas. They're going to be executing Jonas on the plaza in front of the headquarters. So
Yes, and we have to make sure he gets out of there alive.
precisely, we make a lot of noise. We grab him and we take him out in the middle of the confusion.
An explosion somewhere would probably do the trick.
Ooh.
For instance, Liliana's gonna take one of her stun grenades. Say we detonate a stun grenade, well, or several stun grenades in multiple locations in the plaza at the same time. I'm pretty sure people are gonna flip out when that happens.
People may be.
The thing is, how are they going to execute him?
Probably something graphic, public, make an example out of him, or at the very least, an entertainment.
Well, we can always ask. Not only Gretel, the woman I
They'll probably
saved.
want to make it slow.
I don't know. Perhaps. The Poison Kiss can probably tell us. They probably know about the executions. Gretel, the woman I saved, probably knows about the executions.
It's a start. We have 2 days until that. Should be ready.
Hello?
They're gonna execute him in 2 days, right?
Correct. Well, the
That's
party
right.
starts in 2 days. That's when the party
yeah.
celebration with the execution as well. So
Yeah, but so ideally we would want to be there when the party starts.
you kind of have a choice. You can have your people in position, waiting, and then act when the time is right, or you can go in beforehand, the night before when they're asleep. I'll kind of leave that in your hands. But then you'll have some more. You'll have some more information once you get once you know what you have to use. It's about this time that you'd be getting back. You'd feel the truck slowing down as it pulls into the underground. Well, this is all underground into the kind of, because you're in a hive. It is complicated. You go into the car park next to the thirsty eagle.
Would we be able to use a car to approach the execution place?
Doubt
So you probably wouldn't be able to get into that square anymore because of how much detritus and rubble. Like this part of the lower hive was completely ramshackled. The areas where the Poison Kiss controlled, you probably could get a car slowly through those areas because they've tried to, commerce has gone on. People have come along to reclaim the junk, to sell it, to make thrones, to feed their families. In the Acid Riot area, people are so scared that they only leave their homes if they actually have to. So there's so much shit on the road. You could get a vehicle in if you had equipped it, like with a bulldozer at the front.
Yeah, I was gonna say we would probably need like a Lehman Russ with a dozer blade or something.
It's not that bad. If you got a big truck with a dozer blade on, like a snowplow kind of a deal, you could do it. At the moment, the best you can do is what you did a little bit better than when you snuck in. Like, you can get a truck close to the area, in an underground, in a quiet car park, basically. And you can unload from there and then walk on foot to take positions.
So there's no way to use a ramming truck or something like that.
You don't
Probably
have a truck
all the way there.
at the moment. The problem is you don't have a truck. You haven't equipped it, but it is something. You've got 2 days, so if your rolls are good, if you want to spend a lot of money, you could do it. But
I'd like
Well,
to,
he is Inquisition.
if it's
We
useful.
don't know that. Well, no, wait, we do.
no, you do.
We
do
know that,
because,
they don't know that.
mentors told us, yeah.
Yeah, or my friend told us so. I'm thinking the safest plan of attack is we get a truck, we fit it out, we go up straight beside the execution place, nab him, and be out in seconds.
That won't work.
No, it won't. It's
No, not a fucking chance.
you can't drive through rubble in seconds, no matter how much you deck out the truck. That's assuming they even give us a truck.
I mean,
Lilian is
how does
always
your
mine.
getaway? Because, I mean, how do you propose we plan our getaway then?
Get
Lilian is,
away.
And the
Lilian is
computer-
always smiling. She starts smiling even more. Says, "Say, Jenny, I know this is kinda heretical, but could we take a truck, drive it through the main doors of their headquarters, and blow up the truck?
Sorry for the what you got. The Discord cut you.
The doors of their headquarters.
Can we truck a piece to their headquarters?
Well,
Yes, we would use it as a distraction. That plus these stun grenades, that would make it a massive kerfuffle. And then we just grab them and make our way through the crowd and the confusion towards the getaway car.
probably we would probably have to sacrifice a driver servitor, and we'd still probably get shot at, but it's an idea.
It would probably at least draw a few of them away.
So,
Hopefully it should.
you guys have been in the car park at the moment. Like, the truck door's been opened. They kind of just left you to it. You've been milling about ideas. You start going upstairs, where you're met by Tiffany and Urza. Urza is... Everyone except from Jenny, roll me awareness. Just flat. Jenny, Urza's not breathing. She stood in front of you. She's just not breathing. You know what this means, 100%.
This has gone well.
So don't worry, just getting the bad rolls out there on something that doesn't need, if you've... So basically, Ezio, you notice that Urza, one of the girls that you saved, one of the heavies, she's not breathing, and you don't know why. You're kind of like, is this normal? Is this?
No.
Can I make an intelligence roll to see if I would make a link to a servitor?
Sure.
Yeah, no,
replacement
you
lungs.
just remove your lungs. You don't need your lungs to live.
Yeah, you're fine.
Who needs oxygen?
Lilina would just see Urza. She doesn't notice that she's not breathing. She would just say, "Oh, Urza, it's so good to see you up and about. How do you feel?"
Where she doesn't breathe.
Well, No, of course I
Jenny
don't.
was-
Of course I don't breathe. I've got no lungs. Well, no organic ones. I'm doing fine, love. Getting used to this, chest not rising anymore. It's an oddity, but it's hasn't really affected me
Same.
otherwise.
If you wish, I'm sure you could stimulate the muscle movements if you so desire, though it would probably take concentrated effort.
They didn't really tell me that. I just-
Jenny, is that also an option for us?
Option,
soon as-
yes. A likely one? Not really.
As soon as they say that she has no lungs, Leanna's mind just stops for a second, and she just looks confused, like there is a loading screen and it's still going.
Bionic lungs, Liana. Bionic ones.
Yeah,
Still loading.
they gave me I've got metal in. It's weird.
You'll get used to it.
It sounds
Tiffany
useful.
greets you in her normal manner. Sorry, I need to look at your name, Liliana. Ceres is waiting for us, so I guess we should get back. As the girls kind of
okay.
lead Jenny and Liliana up the corridor. It's a little bit too big to get you all up in a line, but the four girls take the lead, and the guys kind of, okay, fuck it, fair enough, take up the rear. Tiffany does tell you, Liliana, so Sarah's put out the word, and we've got you some volunteers for your gang that you wanted to, to deal with the Arbites and
Not a moment too soon.
Liliana's mind snaps again because I'm pretty sure she has never mentioned forming a gang yet.
no, I believe you talked with Ceres when she was on the Vox. I think you brought that up about causing distractions.
I remember something about it.
I'm sorry, I was pretty sure you brought it up with Ceres when you were in the Knollfield when the Vox.
Yeah, I think so too.
Don't remember.
I remember saying something along the line.
Yeah, the thing is,
Maybe do we need some bodies?
that part okay, needing help to save the dude, but I don't remember us ever mentioning we wanted to form a gang. I don't think we had that talk just yet, because if I remember
No, this was
correctly,
like 3 episodes ago, or 2 episodes. No,
Pretty
sorry,
sure
last
it was
episode.
Mentioned?
Yeah.
I'm getting
We were
confused.
starting building a
No.
gang.
Well, because
Never-
you
never-
got the black uniforms. You
Yeah.
got the black
Yeah.
uniforms
Yeah.
through the Poison Kiss, and you mentioned to Ceres that you wanted to start up a gang to work as a distraction, to be able to confuse, to go around and tag stuff, and
Just never mind, man. I'm trying to remember that, but I think we said that out of character. We never actually did that in character while we were playing. But just move past and never mind.
oh, okay, never mind. So yeah, you now have 30 applicants for your gang.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do like a talent show or some shit.
No.
To vet. No, to vet them. I mean,
Together with Darius.
So just
We're
to
guards.
just to-
Guards.
Yeah.
just to clarify, so that you guys can mull it over in your head. Well, no, we'll come back to it. Just someone note it down that you have 30 recruits, unspecified, because
I will.
you haven't gone through the options yet. So you're led up. A bit of chit chat goes on between you all as you're led into Ceres's office, and Ceres is indeed there. The trader whose name was bloody thingy.
Mr. Black.
No, not Mr. Black.
No,
It's-
Oh,
wait, I don't remember her name, but I remember the name of organization, Jealous Grave.
Yeah, it's the Jealous Grave, and she is. Oh, why do I not? No, I did put your name on your character sheet, didn't I? Jealous Grey for the Poison Kiss. Who is named... Yeah, sorry, Eleanor.
Eleanor, yeah.
Yes, so Eleanor is there as well. There's a new cognate in the corner of the office that she's currently helping, like, going over with Ceres, some of the features in it. As you all come in, Ceres just, yeah, take a seat, girls, get them some drinks, they did really well. You can hear them murmuring between themselves.
We have a party to crash.
We have a
I
what?
love being a party crasher.
Crush or crash?
Crash. My
Trash.
I heard Pony did a crush and I was like really confused.
I'm just thinking, our recruits are probably all peers, just going like, I just saw the ad, man. What's your skill? I just saw the ad.
I mean, to be honest,
Oh, it looked
it's probably
cool.
the same for the recruit of the PDF.
And the guard.
Yeah. No, sometimes they're just like, I woke up here this morning. I had a wife and kid back home.
I'm
really
sorry, you've got
less.
a party to crash?
Well, you see, we did the surveillance operation,
I know, I can see.
and we have learned that the Acid Riot is holding... Let's call him a VIP. One that we would be well off to make sure they have him no longer.
I'm sorry, you mean this gentleman? As you look where she's pointing, you can see that her cognate has all the cameras attached. Not all of them. The two that she's got up on the screen at the moment appear to be two of the ones that were in the gang base. Although the pick feeds don't give you a brilliant view, that's why you had to send Hector in, plus for audio. You can see an individual still in a chair with people talking to him, spitting on him, kicking him. Like torture at the moment.
Yes, him.
What's
Yes,
so
that's
so special about him?
He's a person of
personal
interest.
interest.
I
I like
Let's
his
just
look.
say he...
He's a close friend of... God damn it, the name's escaping me.
No, don't name drop mentors.
We need him back, and that's all we're gonna say.
Friend of a friend to whom we owe a favor.
Hey, you're not telling me the truth here. It's all written on your faces. Unless anyone would like to roll deceive.
Do I have
intelligence?
I do have
No. This is on
Well,
Fellowship.
no,
You're
just-
face to face. I mean...
Lillian would just
No.
Lillian would just raise a hand and say, "You see, he is a person of interest."
Why would you
and
bother with Ezio?
Got a good roll, though.
I mean, I said it was a friend of us.
I'm
A
gonna
friend of
re-roll
someone
that because
important.
94 is not there. That's much better.
So,
think-
let me get this right. There's a big chunk of black muscled meat that somehow you all know, and he's a VIP, and you know you all came off very suspicious acting. I kind of put it to one side before, because, you know, you're doing good for us, and it's not too unusual for a tech priest to go rogue, you know. I had presumed that's what was going on here. Same with the little missy downstairs. It just made sense to me that some of you had decided to go on your own way. But now,
What the fuck was that?
why
Lillian will
is there a
perk up again
gang
and
boss who's taken an interest in one of your friends? Now,
Lena will perk up again and say, "You see, here's the thing. We don't technically know him, but we have a friend that knows him. And
He's
just
secret police, and as far as we
Oh,
know,
for
if they're putting the
fuck's sake.
screws on the acid riot,
Right, Darius is literally stepping forward and saying, enough. This is someone we need to get back. We were told to do it by a friend. That's all we're going to say. Enough
Catherine,
before
come
these
on, stop
fucking
acting like I
mongoloids keep speaking.
I didn't tell
Mordecai's
you
just
the
like
Inquisition.
banging his head on a wall at this point, like, why?
He's
I'm
secret
also
police for all we
facepalm.
know. No, he's not. But
You know-
technically, Inquisition kind of is secret police, so it's half truth.
here, Lydia's just gonna massage her temple, like, you're hearing 3 different stories from 3 different people. So let's just say again, he's a friend of a friend, and that friend of ours asked us to save him.
she stares at most of you for a while before looking at Ezio and Liliana and nodding a little bit and, aye, well, at least 2 of you know how to lie, I suppose. Look, if this comes
I
round
give
to
a
bite me
wide
on my
smile.
ass, if this comes round to bite me on my ass, I'll make
It
sure that
won't.
all of you go down with me.
I think
I'm
we've earned
vicious
more than
enough.
a bit of good faith.
Liliana will look at straight in. This is Sarah speaking, right?
Yes.
Liliana will look straight into Sarah's eyes and she'll say, "If this somehow blows back on your face and we somehow damage you, you can have Tiffany over here shoot me in the face.
Oh no. Oh no.
And I will allow it. I will
I'll-
allow it because
I'll drug you up, and I'll sell you to the worst kind of scum that live in the spire. I'll make sure that you
Fair
will
enough.
live in absolute misery. Because bringing me down brings down all the girls as well.
fair
You're a
enough.
very, very
And
suspicious group, and this is all the worse. But taking that out of account, you did do well. We've got decent intel on their boss, how many people are protecting him, where, roughly, kind of, he makes his base. Hell, from this we'll be able to see if he set up any traps. Well, at least in these 3 cameras that are working, which was more than what I was hoping for.
The Omnissiah provides.
It means our plans can move into action a little bit sooner than what I was hoping for, which is good.
It's always a plus.
You can see Urza and Tiffany just kind of nodding along as if they know something that you guys don't either.
Yeah, well, they don't know we have a gaggle of fucking maniple servitors at our disposal.
They
do
also
know.
don't know we're Inquisition, so...
You know, I have half a mind to tell her we're Inquisition because she probably just wouldn't believe us.
We even know what the Inquisition is.
everybody knows what Inquisition is. Inquisition
Yeah.
is Baba Yaga. It's the
I
big bad
mean,
wolf under your bed.
Everybody knows who the Inquisition is, but nobody knows who the Inquisition is. They just know they're the boogeyman.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people, most Imperial citizens think of the Inquisition as a unified organisation. They have no idea that there are different ordos and that they fight amongst each other. None of the So, we're thinking that as long as these pick feeds stay functional, that we'll take our revenge and cut the head off the snake. We're thinking in a couple of weeks we may call you up and, well, we would have arranged to, well, she smiles and you can just see Urza and Tiffany both have beaming grins, like Cheshire cats, and an evil, wicked look in all 3 of the women's eyes. We'll get revenge, won't we, gals?
I look at the group.
what if we could cut the head of this snake off sooner than a few weeks?
What do you need it doing sooner?
2 days.
2 days. She goes over to her desk, sits down, pours herself a large amasec. All of you have a drink of your choice, as is the normal procedure within her office. You've got to be joking. What were you thinking of?
Lillian is so confused right now. It's like, why would you? She's like, why would you say something like that? How the fuck are we gonna kill the head of a snake if it's a bloody hydra? And how are we gonna do that in 2 days? We don't have the manpower, the equipment.
I mean,
So
out of
you
character,
want to-
I assume like the chief of the acid riot or whatever, like he will be there during the
Yes.
execution.
You saw him on the pick feed. You saw him
So-
with Hector.
You know, we might as well whack him while he's there.
From my
We
experience,
need
when you
to-
kill the big one, the rest seem to run away for a while, but they will regroup eventually.
I mean, one can always try to hit him
Well, we need
from
to
long range.
pick up our friend in the next 2 days. If we have an opportunity to strike, it may be beneficial for you.
Okay, so sell it to me. If you
I
can
just
do
look
it
at
on,
Jenny.
if you can do it on your own and you don't need our assistance, then by all means you can give it a go. If you want our help for us to move our plans forwards by a not inconsiderable amount, then sell me your plan. What were you thinking of doing?
I just look at Jenny, because she's the one that talks to the other Ceres.
Okay, so just before we go into that, now I haven't done a map for the outside buildings. There is a reason for this, but for now, we're going to use the Arbites building. Well, the Arbites map rather. I have a battleground for you to fight on when the time comes, but we'll take you over to this map so you can do your planning. There's a Jenny and a Darius and a... How dare you? Be gone.
Right.
Wait. Apparently, my token is different than my Oh my god.
Yeah, it will be because your token hasn't updated yet. Or
That's
if
so weird.
I haven't, or you haven't. I don't know. So the
I know
only,
I changed mine, so I think it's on your side.
the only difference in the map being, I will quickly move some stuff around. Please, raccoon, just leave your shit there. Yeah, I know. Copy. So you have buildings on either side of the marketplace, and there's only one big building at the top. So, we'll take the... Oh no, I can't take that one. We'll take this one. No, I can't take that one. I know. Down a layer. Haha, I'm so brilliant. To the GM layer with you. Disappear. Now, can I, like, do this to multiple things? GM layer, go! I can? Oh, actually, it's useful. I like this. To the GM layer with you. We got... Marvelous. Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it with this
Discord's
as well.
learning to enjoy Roll20.
Some parts.
Aw,
Some parts, yeah.
my
To
carpet.
be honest, GM layer is fucking useful.
It is, but it's also at times really annoying when you're trying to move stuff around on the... And you're on... Anyway, won't get into that. So, essentially, this is the map of the area that you guys will be in. There is a big building at the top, which I'm just about to put in. Actually, I could just copy it, couldn't I? If I go onto the G. Yeah, I could do that. Oh, that looks so janky on my screen because I can see the layer below. On the Soon Raccoon screen, it looks fine, but on my screen, it's just like... But ghosts. Yeah.
Ghosts in the machine.
So, yeah, you have this big building at the top, this big area that's kind of a shanty. It's just a really shitty square in the middle, with buildings going up either side.
Just so I understand this. So, these buildings over here are just shantytown? This is the plaza?
The plaza's the shanty town at the moment. The buildings either side of the shanty town, and so it's shanty town and plaza. The buildings are just derelict have blocks.
Yeah, so this is what I mean is the shantytown plus the plaza, and this thing right here is their headquarters.
Yes. Yeah.
So presumably the main event will happen here.
Yep, you are correct.
Right. Is
the
this
roads all accurate-ish?
The measurements
is the distance?
no.
No, I mean the actual roads themselves.
Oh, the roads.
Like,
yes, they are. They are there. Except from there's detritus covering them. So
yeah,
the car park that was there is kind of accurate. There is a car park near this area. It's the one that you got off in your disguises and walked about. You just can't drive into this area because of all the junk in the roads, but you can walk along them, and they are all there.
Right, so these are all... So these were abandoned, you said?
People are living in them, but they are, run down. No one's collecting rent, or if they are, it's gangs for protection money kind of shit. But they are hovels. They are run down, shitty places with probably no running water or electricity.
Yeah.
Yeet the Keat.
Sorry.
Don't
yeet Keats.
Yeah.
God Emperor does not approve.
I'm just gonna go, tend to the cat so she doesn't strangle me, and I'll be right back. Sorry.
It's okay.
So yes, this is the setup that you basically have, that you'll have down there. So at the moment, you've already been told that you have 30 gang members, unspecified of how well equipped they are or how statted they are, because, well, you haven't discussed that yet. You have 15, 16, 17, 18. So you have 25. I think it's about 25. Cybernetica to call upon. Servitors and the like, servo skulls.
I thought it was...
Where
35, 20 servitors, 3 of which are mono, or 3 of which are
no. So there's shit. What did I say? 13 normal servitors, monotask. No, did I say 13 or 15? Damn it, I can't remember. I don't know where my notes are.
I think you said 13.
So yeah, it's 13 monotasked plus 3 battle servitors. Plus 7 Guardian skulls. Servo skulls.
Right.
Then plus 30 humans, who are...
Our recruits.
Your recruits. As you guys are kind of... You don't tell Ceres about the Cybernetica, I'll leave that up to you, but as you're saying, we've just been told we've got 30 recruits, so we could use them. Ceres will add in that she doesn't mind lending out a few of her girls, if you want some extra numbers, but they will need to be compensated. Like, if they die, you have to pay for their families', costs and things like that.
What kind of girls has she got?
What's the price?
Don't worry about that.
She has basically you can basically have any of her units, which she has thugs, stalkers, and heavies. So it is 10 thrones, 30 thrones, 50 thrones. No, sorry, 10 thrones, 30 thrones, 100 thrones. So for people like Tiffany and Urza, they're 100 thrones each. But then their equipment is a lot better because they're one-time use characters.
Yeah.
Basically good, best, and sorry, normal, good, best. They don't have a poor. Don't ask them for a poor. They'll look down at you, just like, what?
I mean, they are already quite poor if they're loading themselves out like this.
No, the Acid Riot actually have a scum. No, goon.
Oh, okay.
They have a goon class, which is technically poor. Poor quality.
Oh dear.
So thug, troop, thug, heavy, and skulker.
Yeah, so it's basically generic skulkers. Skulkers are the ranged, and heavies are the melee.
Okay. Shit.
So, the information that is freely given to Ceres, would you freely tell her that they're having a celebration in 2 days' time and an execution?
Yeah. Because that's kind of why we need to move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, tell her specifically that's why we need to move. The execution is the whole big thing why this has to be sped up.
So, with that information, she will suggest that she could orchestrate tampering with the food, tampering with the drink, just small things like alcohol that hits a little bit stronger. Basically poisoning as many people, mass poisoning, essentially.
Sounds good.
That sounds like a good a plan as any.
It's not a bad idea, yeah.
Okay, so that will cost you. So these do have a throne cost. If you want the mass poisoning, that's going to cost you 1,000 thrones, and that's at cost. So she's basically going to spend 1,000 thrones worth of drugs to poison as many people as possible.
Yeah.
How many
I might
drugs?
not get it. 1,000. Will you spend that now, Alvin?
No, not yet, but I'm thinking of booting it. Would you have already taken a look at our recruits, or...?
No, yeah,
Not yet.
yeah.
No.
Right.
That's the
I
thing.
presume that will
We
be
might
done
actually have
in
to check them
character,
out.
or...
Sorry?
will we see our recruits in character, or will we just do it?
No, so you might meet some of them now and then. You might decide to make one an NPC. You guys sometimes do this, but they're just going to be normal NPCs. If you want to make them better, you can spend more money on them, because you're the bosses of the gang. They get everything from you for being in the gang. You can see where this is going to go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So, I think it's time to consolidate our plan. Or write it down properly, so we have an overview out of character.
that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I thought we were already doing
Yeah,
that.
that's what we were doing. Yeah.
Yeah, just...
You have so you do actually have a map in front of you. Again, It's a very old map, so everything looks very clean, crisp, and precise. You've been there, you know it doesn't look anything like this. It looks like an absolute shithole. But you can plan out your actions on this map. The roads going all the way around, the big fat roads that run around the edge, they are there. You can use them, just the scale is much more off. So you could get transport to bring units in to make it a quicker operation if you wanted.
Give me a second. So...
Well, part of our plan is definitely explosions to act as a distraction. Just around the place.
So we'll just put random explosive packages in places.
What I just said, yeah.
Yeah, no, just confirming. It was,
Technically, you could use your servo skulls to drop explosives as well.
Just to confirm, or just to ask, are we driving a truck into their headquarters and blow?
No, you haven't got there yet. So far, everyone's just gone over what you can get, what you can have. So, for a heads up, Henry, if you spend 1,000 thrones, the Poison Kiss will infiltrate and poison the celebrations. So people will take a negative in combat. You can rent Poison Kiss members for 10 thrones for a thug, 30 thrones for a skulker, whatever they are. 100 thrones for a heavy like Tiffany or Urza. And yeah, that's as far as you've got. You have the map to plan out your actions, and you can also ask Ceres for stuff or advice.
Okay, another thing I have to ask. Does the Poison Kiss still want to be incognito in this, or do they don't care about us going,
So if you want to attack them, this is entirely up to you, because you want to save your VIP. So all the Poison Kiss members that you rent will all be wearing black outfits. They'll all dress and look like your gang.
Okay.
But they're not opposed. They're not opposed to a bit of payback by poisoning. So as long as it doesn't look like there are any of their people on the ground, big fucking mohawks and punk rock bitches, you're all good. But they don't mind infiltrating and a bit of payback by poisoning them.
Yeah. In that case, I guess. In that case, I do believe using the poison to get an edge would be a good idea too. And if we can kill a lot of people in the middle of the confusion too, a lot of the acid riots people, that would be a great way to first appear a big entrance for the game.
I think it's worth looking at all the recruits and then decide.
The thing is, we're running out of time.
How many people would be at the party?
Okay, so if you wanna look into your recruits, they are people. They are average people. They don't class. You can basically think they have 30 in every single stat. Complete averages. You can buy better equipment for them. For example, I believe you need to spend was it 15 thrones I said for your outfits, or was it 25? I can't remember.
15.
Okay.
The black outfit? I don't
yeah,
remember.
the black one. So if it was 15, so you need to pay 450 thrones, and they all have outfits. They all have their matching gang uniforms. So what kind of equipment would you like to buy for them?
I mean, some heavy-hitting stuff.
We could always just do the baptism by fire. We just give them, regular old crappy weapons and armor, and say whoever survives can be welcomed into the team.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
Yeah,
hit
I'm
up
gonna
Dodgy
advise against
Dave.
that.
I was thinking of Mr. Black.
No.
Yeah, Mr. Black is. Here's the thing. Will Dodgy Dave have enough stuff to equip us? Or rather,
like
to
I said-
equip the chaff?
So
How
here's
long does
the,
it take us to get to Mr. Black? And how long does it take us to get the Dodgy Dave from here?
Oh, true. Oh, that's... Yeah, I forgot about
What
that.
equipment can we get from the Poison Kiss?
Yeah, here's the thing. We could always just get 20 regular civilian pistols from Elena, 10 regular swords from Elena, give 10 swords to 10 recruits, 20 pistols to 20 recruits, and say, let's go cause some, chaos.
Yeah. Sounds
How hard?
nice and cheap.
Get
We're
some-
not really trying to get into a prolonged firefight here. So
okay.
give them
So
some pistols and swords, and that's fine.
Are we talking disposable pistols at 15 thrones each, where they can't reload?
Disposable pistols, like
Um,
aren't they like
how
a
about-
three shot?
Guys, listen. How about
8.
we get talons?
No.
Talons Mark III. No? No? Okay, never mind.
85 thrones each times
I
30.
was trying to be witty, okay?
Get out.
Or
Get
you can, Storm Child at 65 thrones, a generic hand cannon at 65 thrones. You could just give them all mercy killers. I mean, if you wanted to be absolute pricks about this,
Do they have anything at all? That's
the
the
thing.
question. Do they have actually anything? Apart from the
No,
gold in their leg?
they have nothing. These are civilians who have been recruited to join a gang, so they are at the bottom of the bottom.
They are worse than goons.
No, that's not true. They haven't had years of drug abuse.
Yeah.
So here's the thing that I need to know. How much does a regular civilian pistol cost? I think it's Civita is the name.
If you wanted, no, that's actually a las gun. If you want them to have las, because that's going to be a lot harder to get, the Civet. Oh, it's not on my sheet for some reason.
It could be stub revolvers. It's just a regular.
If you wanted to go for stub weapons, which are a lot easier to acquire in the hive. I mean, hell, they make them in the hive. You could go for a generic stub revolver for 40. No, you can't get a generic one. You could get a scalp taker for 40. They're both the same price. You might as well go with the named one, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, Scalp Taker wouldn't be too bad because it's actually. Well, no, I think both of them are reliable.
Yeah, there's the +5 in their range. That's the only difference that they have. So, oh, hang on, one's an extra kg. So, are we going with generic scalp takers for your troops?
Yep.
You could.
If you want them to be primarily a distraction, Ripper clips, having them go full auto and just spray at crowds and shit, that's just suppression.
I want to get them some decent level.
There's no point because they've got crap stats.
Yeah.
There is no point whatsoever giving them anything useful. That's not what their use is.
Yeah, we could give them Ripper clips. The thing is, Ripper clips they're gonna fire for 2 turns. They're gonna all have to reload.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, like I said, the
Why
primary
not
thing.
mix it?
The primary thing, at least what I think about recruits is give 20 of them, Ripper Clip auto pistols. Those are 40. How much? 40, right?
Each. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 800 thrones. Let's be honest, that's nothing for us right now because we do have enough money to equip people with crappy weapons. Just not too crappy like the Mercy Killers, because let's be honest, Mercy Killers are shit.
Yeah.
Just just good enough to let them give up a good enough of a fight and be useful enough as a distraction.
Expense are those 450? Are those gang letters or is that just ropes?
What? Their uniform? It's just clothing.
Yeah.
It's just clothing.
So, if we want
We need
to
to buy them gang leathers. Which is 25. Well, not gang leathers, the gang uniforms, so they actually blend in, don't they? No, not blend in, but look like they are actually from our gang.
So 25 drones to get each the equivalent of gang leather.
So are you going with the scalp takers or are you going with the Ripper Clips?
Could go both, technically.
You want them to have both?
I just don't.
So guys, just make decisions. If you want them to have both,
Yeah.
they then have both. I'm not stopping you,
Yeah.
but just flopping between two weapons. Come on, we've all got balls. Just go. Yeah, I want them to have this, this, and this.
Yeah.
And then it's
I don't know what the Scout Taker is. I don't know its stats.
It's
yeah,
It's
the-
just a revolver.
it's
It's
just
the exact same as a
revolver.
stop revolver, but it's got more range.
Yeah.
Oh,
then-
okay. Sorry.
Give all of them
Actually, no, it doesn't. It's
some
just a
some
stop
form
revolver.
of like sword or something to hit people close range with.
Oh,
Right.
Scalp Taker. Gotcha.
so you owe 450 for the uniforms. You owe 2,400 for their two guns.
Melee.
Chain knives?
No.
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 No. Is it like a sword or it's just something to hit them with? A club will do.
Yeah, no,
Honest?
fucking give them all clubs. Yeah, that's actually fine. It's 1d10 impact primitive. It's fine.
Yeah. It's nothing fancy, but it does the job.
Mm-hmm.
They're not there to fight. It's just in case.
Just give them a fucking piece of rebar.
Yeah. So all of them have a club. There, done.
AK-47s for everyone.
Actually, you
So-
can get them price daggers.
You want everyone to have a sword. Is that right? Or did you want a dagger?
Club.
A sword.
Club.
Club.
No,
Club
club.
is better.
A club.
It's cheap.
Club
Cheaper.
was 5.
A sword is only 13.
Yeah, no, club.
Or pikes.
Club.
Club.
So
Club.
what was it? 7 for a club?
5.
Five.
for a
5.
club.
Okay, so 5 for a club. Okay. Okay. So they have a club as a melee weapon.
Oh. Can I get
What is the total? Is anyone counting?
I
You're
was
lucky I'm
counting,
writing.
but I lost count.
I am keeping track of it. Don't know why, but for some reason I am.
3,000 all up so far.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yep, you're right. 3,000.
So, what about nades or something like that?
No, not giving
No.
the fucking civs needs. No.
No.
Still think they get a hold of.
They've got
Wait.
they got 2 guns, just ammo for the guns, the club, and their
Give
gang
them
uniform.
an extra clip each. An extra clip for the Ripper clip, an extra clip for the revolver.
Yeah,
Yeah, sounds
and then
good.
done.
Oh god, they sell bullets in the 20s. 1 throne per 20.
just buy 2,000 rounds of ammunition and let's just be done with it.
Yeah, there you go. So 100 thrones worth of ammunition.
Yeah, precisely.
Each.
No, just hand out amongst them.
So wait, 100 times 20
Yes.
divided by 30.
No.
20 bullets is 1 throne, so 100 thrones is 2,000 bullets.
2,000.
Yeah.
Why not spend 150 and then we can divide it by 30 a lot easier? That's 3,000.
Done.
Yeah, that's actually a better idea.
That's
done.
just easier mental maths for everyone.
So you want each...
100.
Okay, so each one of your people has 100 rounds on them. Spare.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It made them feel braver. It's fine.
Okay.
Could we designate some dedicated medics?
No.
No.
We're not gonna have any fucking medics. We have Carla. Not Carla.
I mean, I doubt Carla
Susan,
can heal
Susan,
all of them
Susan.
in the fight.
We don't need medics. If they survive this fight, we might, but
They're like guard conscript. If they survive, they get a promotion.
yes.
No. These are like underhired gangers that you've given a gun and can't go kill them. At least the conscript know when to march, you know.
Look,
And they
discount
do
conscript
get
then
medics.
better.
Yeah. They are not important enough to need to be medics.
They're filth. If they do survive, they get promoted to pre-conscripts.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to do that, if you want to actually try and keep them alive, Albie, you can fork out 600 to get them some doses of stim.
I wouldn't. You know exactly what will happen if you give some underhired scum some fucking drugs, don't you?
No. We're gonna run a clean boat.
Oh, so we
No,
can't get
fucking
the spike
what?
out? Oh.
The maximum amount of dirtying as we can get. It's low sticks and booze. That's it.
What about some daily prayers instead?
And warp dust.
No warp dust.
Do we need to make a call?
Okay, so you know now that you have 30 men and women who are equipped, you know, as you have specified. So, do you want to start like planning out what you'd like to do, what you'd like to happen, how you want this to go down, and you know we can basically take it from there.
I guess.
So come on, tell me a story. You know, read me a bedtime story. How is this gonna go?
Poorly, it would be my guess.
Poorly, with maybe psychic things happening that no one should know about.
So,
If you're
I
gonna
think we first need to. How will we get away? How will we get in?
Elevators. Done. Next question.
How will we get away without being shot to pieces?
Elevators.
elevators done.
Next question.
We need to get a ride back with the truck. Get the truck there, we can get into position because we got into position quite easily last time with that truck.
Yeah. And then just use the servo skulls to drop explosives around the place to create chaos and confusion. Move in, grab the guy, kill the guards that are there, that stay there, and hopefully also kill the leader if we can, and get out. Hopefully they'll be too poisoned to do much, and hopefully our recruits will give us some cover. Any objections to that?
No.
Keep it simple.
How will we get in? Just swagger in?
Truck.
Yeah.
Truck is
We
probably
walk in.
the same location as last time.
Yeah. But maybe not all 30 of us in one go.
Yeah.
I'd split into at least 2 groups of people. 3, perhaps. So we can make a pronged assault. So basically, recruits here, and we come through here. So basically, confusion this direction, and us this way.
Yeah,
Wait.
sounds good.
Oh, but you've got stealth, don't you?
I've got stealth, and we all know how that went last time.
Still,
Stealth
you actually have stealth.
I have stealth. So. But I'd rather be getting in close because that's where I excel, in getting hit in the head.
So, you wanna try and get me into a sniping position?
Yeah, get you into a sniping position and using stealth to get. I could probably get my stealth to get me into sniping or a stealth position, not a sniping position at least. But
I suggest me and Liliana are the ones that go up and grab him from the stage or plaza, because we are our close quarters specialists.
I agree.
Sounds good.
Have Jenny
fucking laughs
nearby.
and head wounds.
Shush. Have Jenny nearby in case we have any surprise head wounds that she needs to take care of as we leave.
I can walk in Medicaid, no problem.
And then you two somewhere to snipe out the boss if we don't manage to kill him.
I'm not exactly the best sniper. I can move and shoot fine. In fact, I actually prefer small arms better than my the long rifle.
Okay, Ezio,
try and
Ezio,
big shot.
Ezio, you sit somewhere. Darius, you stick with Jenny, like grass on a hippo's back, and me and Liliana.
What's a hippo?
Yeah, first time
That's-
I hear from.
It's a weird thing back in my home. Don't worry about it.
I thought you lived on a research station.
Yes, on a planet.
On a
which you're-
planet.
I thought Psychers lived
Wait.
at night.
Do you not live on? Did you live in space? That,
Yes.
I actually did.
Okay.
What's so weird? What is so unusual about living in space?
Okay, back on topic, guys.
We'll
back
talk
on
about
topic,
that
guys.
later.
guys.
Topic.
Back on topic.
So, if we can get Ezio into this building, probably. That gives him good line of sight on both the square and the HQ.
Agreed.
Preferably to the roof, but we might need to invest in a grapnel online for him to get to the repelling kit.
I wouldn't recommend the roof. I'd say one of the windows close to the roof. Better
Yeah.
cover that way.
Also, some kind of getaway vehicle.
We already have that sorted. It's called the elevator. We settled that a little while ago. Other trucks relatively nearby. Don't start anything till the explosions start happening. Because
I'll give Beethoven to Jenny then. For now.
you know, if you shoot him before we're ready to go, it's a bit pointless.
Well, that's also assuming I can actually get in.
Well, if you can't, at least the rest of us will be there. You know, you'll just have to sort yourself out.
I've been thinking, wouldn't it be easier to... Did we get an idea of where the boss was from the video?
Yes, you know, so you have 3 pick feeds within their club stroke headquarters. One of those pick feeds is showing you like his mini throne room, where you can see him sat down watching over this person, questioning them, Jonas. So yeah, you know where he is, and Jenny can tell you the location because she flew Hector in.
I was more asking after the potential location of him on the plaza.
Well, no, you won't know that until the day, because you can't see into the future. And until the actual day,
unless Mordecai or Liliana knows how to scryer's gaze.
Divinate, yeah.
I haven't done that yet because I don't want to break the GM's plans too much.
I read minds, not the future.
I set things on fire, not the future. Well, I probably do set the future on fire, but...
So, I mean, if you, like, yeah, you won't know what they're doing for the party, if they're clearing out the shanty part in the plaza, if they're building a stage, you won't know any of that until the day. You do have, at the moment, a constant pick feed of their hideout and their boss and his minions in there. You know, you've got one of the club where you can just see people dancing, drinking, throwing up, fighting, fucking, all madness going on. It's like the worst Burning Man that you can ever imagine.
Can we get vans?
Can you get vans?
Yeah, so we can transport the people. I mean,
you can get a truck. Yeah, you can get a truck.
Yeah, the thing is, if we are going to be...
Sorry, go ahead.
If we are going to be wearing black-clad clothes, the thing is, at least Liliana is thinking that all 5 of us will be wearing some sort of mask or a hood. I don't know if our gang members are going to be doing that.
No,
if
they've
they're
got
not
a
doing
uniform.
that,
you know,
they're basically just people with black clothes.
Well, I mean, they might have a black scarf that goes, you know, a black bandana or something that covers their face, but they haven't got anything special like a mask because no one's bought one for them. Unless you're gonna buy it, they don't have it. They have the uniform, they have the weapons. You can rent a vehicle. You can rent a vehicle to take you in, as long as you're just being dropped off. You know, it will be 100 thrones. If you want a vehicle to buy, then you're looking at thousands of thrones, and then modifying it and...
So what I'm hearing is essentially, we're the OGs, and our recruits are just wannabes.
Well, yeah,
like
what do you expect? Like, what were you hoping for? I mean, come on, guys. What did you really expect? I mean,
honestly, 30 people was more than I already expected, so I'm good.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not complaining.
You've got 30 meat shields. You've got 30 arm. You've got 23. You've got 23 metal meat shields and, you know, utilities.
Yeah, we got more than enough to do what we need to do.
And you can buy more. So
now that I'm thinking about it, I was concerned about how inconspicuous 30 people wearing black clothes would be. But then you reminded me that we have 13 servitors too. So I was like, yeah, I think the people wearing black clothes is just gonna know. They're just gonna move on by and people are not gonna notice it. Yeah. Just divide the people.
I think after this we will have a reputation.
Oh, I just had an evil idea.
Share it with the group.
So, Ceres has a cogitator now. And what if we had, like, a tap on that cogitator of hers?
You would have to have access to her room on your own and have the equipment to install it in there. I know where you're going. Yeah. You could. I wouldn't stop you. But you don't have any of the stuff, so here, mute point.
Yeah, and I doubt I can go to Ellen and be like, "Hey, so can you get me the stuff to spy on Ceres, please?"
Probably not going to work. So at the moment,
not with my fellowship for sure.
At the moment, we have our units. We have a kind of a plan. I mean, So
It's the beginning of the plan.
You want to. You can probably get all of your people plus yourselves into one van, because these were like 18-wheel trucks. It's massive in the Imperium. Sports cars are very expensive. You'd be in a truck. That's 100 for it to drop you off, and it will pick you up. So you get dropped off in the car park. What are you guys doing? Like, are you all just rushing in? Are you just running down the street charging once the explosions go off? Are you dissipating? Are you splitting up? I need a little bit more than...
I think
we're splitting up and positioning around the place before the explosions go off. And then when the explosions go off, it's pretty much bum rush the plaza.
What explosions have we got?
I think it would be best to distribute our 30 men into 5 groups that take care of each other. And it's their responsibility to get back to the truck within the time frame.
Right. How about you guys focus on getting the guy? I'll try and lead the fucking the guys with my command skill.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So leave me the 30 guys. So me and the 30 guys are making the primary distraction in the middle of the town and everything.
I
You guys
can help
focus on
coordinate the servitors.
Yeah. We have a couple of stun grenades and stuff to just kind of give to the servo skulls to drop around the place to start it all.
Yeah, opening move with the servo skulls is a good idea. Having the servitors move in from the opposite direction, probably. Which direction do you want the gang to come in from?
I figure the bottom is the main access, so in from there.
I would recommend against that, because we would be funneling them directly towards their HQ.
Well,
Then again,
from here. That's following towards them, towards the HQ. If you can get the servitors to come in from one side here, that is going to cut them off partially.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. And yeah, servitors are probably more durable than humans, so having them take fire from the HQ is probably a bad idea. I'd say bring the servitors from here, recruits from here.
Make use of Albi's stealth. Get him in there ahead of time.
Yep, but I'll be on window here.
Probably have to, if we want to kill the enemy boss, I'll probably have to bring out my big guns. So,
do you have a sniper rifle?
I have a rifle of 100 meters range.
This isn't in the correct.
No.
No. Right?
These buildings are massive. Think of a skyscraper, an apartment block. Each one of them long, and there's 4 of them.
Yep.
So that's well over 100 meters. How big is your standard? Am I going to have to Google your size of standard apartment block?
Oh. No.
I mean 20 meters, something like that.
No. I mean, I'll be over here on I don't know, the 3rd level of the building. Get him into a window. You can pretty much watch the entire place. I don't know how far away this is going to be. Maybe this is going to be 3 times the range, but you can fire from here, servitors from here, humans from here.
If you're coming in from this side, you're actually going to start filtering some of them towards Albi's location.
Hey,
It'd be better on the same side as the assault.
Sure, that can work too.
So either here, or this one, I think. This is where we get the least amount of range from that, but this could cover the square quite easily.
Yeah. I'd say, since Jenny is going to be with the servitors, you're going to be with the recruits.
I mean, I assume I will be able to use my Technolingua to herd the servitors.
Mordecai
Yes.
and myself, we can be right smack in the middle of this. So as soon as the confusion starts, we can rush the dude
Yeah,
and just nab him and run.
yeah, and maybe set some people on fire that we don't like because flamer.
Yep.
And then basically use my head as a battering ram to get him out. Because let's face it, every hit's going to be to his head.
Okay.
Hopefully, Jenny not too far away, unless someone already said something about Jenny.
Now,
So you're completely splitting up. So you just to get this
wrong, right?
you're completely splitting up to go after your target. Okay. So so Ezio is going to try and get into a building. So I'm going to have to make notes of this because I cannot get your plan straight in my head. Ezio in snipe.
So I will try to infiltrate and get into a sniping position.
You don't even have to infiltrate. You can just rent one of the offices on one of the buildings, or maybe
Not
just
quite,
rent a
these are
room.
abandoned.
No, they're gang owned. You know, you can't just go down to your estate agent and rent. You can go in and just see if there's an empty building, an empty room somewhere, and occupy it. You can go in and kick the people out who are in the building, the room that you want. But yeah, there's no. It's the lower hive, man. This is scum territory. People don't collect rent unless it's a gang member.
See, we started as noble Inquisition agents, and now we've been
Noble.
reduced to gang banging.
Noble. So, Ezio, we're sorted with you. You're gonna go into a sniping position
I have
into a
one more
building.
question.
What would that be?
If things go to the shitter with me,
Well,
do I get back up?
no. That'll have to come when it comes. If things go to
I'm
hell,
trying to-
then things go to hell, and you have to adapt on the fly. You can
I
have a
trying to
time.
Make a contingency
No, you can.
plan right now.
You can have a time. You know, oh, in 10 minutes we move out, or in. But if your main mission is to get the VIP, then your mission ends when you've got the VIP. If the VIP is moved, then you still have to get the VIP. If the mission objective is to kill the boss, then the mission doesn't end until the boss is dead. Contingency plans for you getting out, they're things that you make up on the fly, or on a successful mission we get back to the truck. You won't really be able to plan out your actions until you know, right, in this building I could technically go up those stairs, down through that building that room that's got no floor, but until you actually get into the building that you're going to be sniping from, you don't know about, you know.
All right.
If it comes to it, I can give you the dead cord ahead of time, and you can use that as an impromptu IED or something.
I think I was also
So,
going to say,
guys, I just want to go through where everyone's going to be, and then we'll go through where your unit's going to be, and then we'll go, because we're going round in circles otherwise. Yeah. So we've got Ezio, he's going to be sniping. Darius, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be with the recruits.
Okay, so you're with the recruits, and which direction are you coming from?
Down here, wasn't it?
Okay. North. Okay, so let's go with Jenny next.
Let's see. Yes. Let's see. Yes. Well, I'll probably be close behind Mordecai and Liliana in case, like, the VMP needs an immediate medical attention. Cause wouldn't really pay for us to rescue him, so just so he can bleed out on the way.
Okay, I'll put a question mark next to your name. Mordecai, where are you going to be?
With Liliana, trying to get to the VIP.
Yeah, which way are you going to be coming from? Where are you going to try and infiltrate to?
I think since we're gonna be together, Monica and myself, and probably Jenny, if that's gonna happen, I'd say we probably should arrive first and position ourselves here, around here somewhere, to basically we're there to watch the execution.
Yeah, like infiltrate the crowd and as spectators.
Okay, so you want to get into the square.
Thing though is what the thing I'm trying to think about too. We have two basic missions, right? Well, one optional mission and one main mission. Main mission is rescue the dude. Jonas, forgot the name.
Jonas, yep.
Jonas.
And the other mission is to kill the leader that's gonna be at the place. So what I'm thinking is, since the Mordecai and the Humies are gonna be coming from here, as soon as the confusion starts, if Darius can get, I don't know, 5 dudes with him to move forward faster, get the VIP, give to the recruits, tell these 5 recruits to protect this dude with their lives, tell them to run back to the truck and stall him while we chase after the leader.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so Darius.
Can I actually use? Can I use 50 of my own fucking thrones to buy 5 thugs to come with me?
Sure, you want 5 Poison Kiss thugs.
Yeah.
Sure.
I would like to. I don't know if Tiffany would want to come with me.
They're named characters, so you don't know yet.
Yeah,
So Darius is getting +5. Anyone else taking any recruits, or are they all going with Darius?
I think it's best they all go with Darius.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got command experience.
Yeah. It's a commissar. Hopefully not all of them will be shot in the back of the head.
He's only watching.
Question.
Sure.
I don't suppose I can buy some infiltrators. From
There
Poison Kiss.
are no infiltrators. They have some girls who can infiltrate because they have no combat specialty. You know, when you're banging a hooker and you think nothing of her and you're talking about shit in front of her, that information can get passed on.
So no one who can help me get this building.
No, you have to get into the building yourself just by being an PC. They wouldn't be able to help you get in. There is an infiltrator who you're going to hear from later on. You've already met her once in the last episode.
Yeah, the girl that we dropped off.
Yeah.
Was that one Jane? I thought that was a different one.
Yeah, I didn't think it. I thought Jane was someone else.
I thought Jane was Barkeep.
I didn't think I
Yeah.
gave her a name, to be honest. I was like, no more names.
She was just a girl, as far as I remember. And again, my memory is shit, so.
Okay, so we've got something that I guess you could call a plan going. So this is taking you late into the evening of I didn't update the date of the 33rd day. The 34th day is very much the same. You go over your battle plans and you check in with the Cognite unit to see the pick feeds. Something is going on. You can see a lot of activity going on in there, in the main throne area, where the leader is. But apart from that, a lot of activity. You're not sure. That might just be because of the party. All the weapons and the uniforms turn up for your men and are distributed. It's at about 1 o'clock that day. When one of the girls from the Poison Kiss comes into the office where you're all discussing, planning out what you're going to do and how you're going to move your units. she has some news. Ceres, we've just got word from our mole. The public execution's not happening.
Shit.
Something about new VIPs. The party's still going on though. But they said they're going to ramp it up, spend more. They're even trying to... I know this is odd, but they're trying to use middlemen to try and hire some of our girls for the VIP. You know, they're trying to get our girl. Can you... Anyway.
It's a trap.
So... What?
It's a fucking trap.
It seems like that they're having some VIPs turning up from someone who's sponsoring them. On top of that, we've got some word that one of our other targets might even turn up. What do you mean?
This makes it a lot harder.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking trap.
What do you mean, other targets?
The Arbites would be my guess.
Yeah.
The ones from the Salty Nipple. That's loads of their guys are coming down as well. So that place is going to be pretty much, unguarded as well.
That gives us an opportunity to take out the Arbites as well, so...
I think the Arbites will be at the party.
Aye, well, if it's their club, well, that makes it a lot easier for us to move about in there, for one. Not ideal for the you lot, but it's a lot easier holding down a building than it is an entire hub street. There's kind of...
That's for sure.
Jenny, do you still remember in what building they were torturing him? And what building were they?
The big one.
Their club, like their main clubhouse, or whatever you want to call it.
The big one at the top of the map.
Yeah.
The one besides the statue.
No, well, kind of. Like, the statue isn't there.
Yeah, I meant across where I'm pinging now.
Yes, that's it.
Alright. I guess we will have to infiltrate the building instead.
Infiltrate is a bit of a... yeah.
We could use our... The question is, how will they respond if we start kicking shit up on the plaza? Will they send out their armed forces? Will they try and liquidate us? Liquidate their VIP?
What exactly are they looking for in your girl's bodyguards or some shit?
They looking for escorts, Darius.
Yeah, they want hookers. They want some high-class hooker. They don't got no one.
Well, the only thing they'll get is a righteous beatdown.
The fact that the Saudi nipple is going to be unguarded is also very good. Corrado probably knows the layout of the place better than most. She can help you if she can help if anyone wants to take over the place.
I tell you what. You bring me the leader's head, and you can have the salty nipple for your gang. That's how little...
It's a deal.
It's a place in the middle hive. Yeah. But I don't care about acquiring another property. I can do that legally. I want him dead. And I want my girls to be able to go back to their homes. And for things to go back to the way they were. If they're gonna be in one building... Azza, Tiffany... They're already nodding. After sleeping on it, perhaps, Tiffany got a bit of ear bending in the night from Liliana. But Urza, without any other word, is already nodding. Good. You can at least be part of it, or just watch over them.
Wait, what? Out of character.
They're joining us in the assault.
You have two
Liliana's
named NPCs.
Liliana's gonna give a very big grin and she's gonna look at Tiffany. Oh, well, I'll watch over her. Don't worry.
Aye, well, don't get shot in the head whilst you're watching her.
That's... I'm just gonna pour in Mordecai. Head wounds are his specialty.
Oh, might want to learn to duck.
I tried. It's like the Emperor is punishing me for something.
So, Sarah's...
Definitely not a certain rodent-related incident.
So, Sarah still doesn't know about your servitor assistants.
Oh no, this
thought we
is something they're gonna learn during.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because in my mind, if they learn now, then we have a weaker negotiation spot because we have assets. Like, we're not... At least that's in my mind.
Horvu, you understand something my government doesn't. Huh? Anyway, so...
Ouch, that hurts.
As the planning goes through...
I'm missing the joke. Can someone explain?
It's a Brexit joke.
Yeah, it is. As the planning is going through, Jenny, you hear a click on your microbead.
Jenny, if I may interrupt you for a moment, I have some news.
Go right ahead.
I have positioned my servitor cohort in the most expedient areas to assist you when the time comes. They will be awaiting your command. And I have already pre-ordered their actions. I will, of course, administer any additional orders as required, but if you need to command them directly, they will be under your immediate control, if you deem it necessary.
Thank you. The security has just gotten a lot tighter, but it also presents targets of opportunity. Still, Jonas is our primary objective.
Excellent. My servo skulls, I can also pre-arrange for them to be in suitable positions so they can act as efficiently and as expediently as needed. You just need to provide me with their locations.
But of course, I'll do what I can. It is high time that these hivers scum receive some mechanicus justice.
I shall ensure that they feel the wrath of the Omnisire by his divine will.
And they shall understand the wrongs of their doing when the motive force leaves their broken shells.
Yes, they will rust before our might. I look forward to seeing your battle reports. It should make for interesting reading.
And I look forward to fighting with a whole maniple of servitors, even if most of them are not combat models.
I'm sure they will prove most useful. the Omnisire protects.
And she signs out. Or signs off.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly be right back.
Yep, sure. So, as Jenny kind of closes her eyes, and she doesn't actually need to sub-vocalize this, because it's Tequa Lingua. You may only hear this, you know, a very... You may even think she's meditating on something. Who knows?
Sounds like a private thing she should be doing there.
If their celebrations if they start early enough, then if they're out for it, then you shouldn't have too much of a problem securing the building if you do it quietly. Who's gonna bat an eye if some people just appear around their headquarters, enjoying the fun, enjoying the drinking, and so on?
If we're doing that, I think that'll have to be what, me, Mordecai, and Ezio.
Hey, take a note from the Poison Kisses book.
What were you saying, sorry, Des?
Take a note from the Poison Kisses handbook. If you don't need to cause a fuss going in, then don't. Just walk in, as if you own the place. Take a drink, socialise a bit, and then when you need to make your move, you all make your move. Turn the place into a bloodbath if you have to.
Which you mentioned socialising.
Oh, we can turn the place into a bloodbath, that's for sure.
Yeah, that will be the easiest part instead of socializing.
But, well, speak for yourself. Some of us can talk to normal people.
I give him a stony face glare.
Sarah's just looks around the room.
Ouch!
Are you
Also rude.
I said
She
some,
laughs
not all.
she laughs as she looks at Liliana.
Lillian is always smiling, so she's giggling at this.
Yeah.
Look, it's
Me and
difficult to...
Liliana are like the two that usually do fine in social situations.
It's difficult to do womanly charm when you're a man. I'm sure there's some giggling going on and some teasing. Yeah, some
Anime
noises
style.
like that. No, this is 40k. We're not going anime style. That's just too kawaii. Would not stand. So your plans have changed, but you still have your assets to use. Do you want to go the Poison Kiss route of just walking in, or trying to walk in? Or do you want to change your operation completely? And
I mean, just trying to walk in, keep it simple, stupid. Works well.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing.
There's going to be enough people there.
Our plan doesn't technically change. It just adapts, because if we can, if this is the sort of thing, since we're gonna be infiltrating now, we can, all five of us can just go in, and when we need a distraction, we just press a button, and that all hell breaks loose.
Hand the gangers over to the Poison Kiss. Let them run them, because they've run gangers before, I suppose.
Yeah.
so, do you want, now you can, if you want to, spend some extra money just on booze for the Poison Kiss. If not for the Acid Riot. You can just dump off a load of alcohol there to add in to the... Or do you not want to...
No, that's a good
More
idea.
booze is better.
So how much would you like to spend? Keep in mind, a few thousand civilians here who are going to be involved in, well, shanghaied into the celebrations.
2,000.
Real quick, actually, before we go for booze, would I be able to get a kosh?
The fuck is a kosh?
A
A
beating
kosh
stick.
is like a club. It's like a it's a minus 1d10 minus 10 or 1d10 minus 1 impact primitive weapon. But if you catch the enemy unaware, it does fatigue damage instead of wounds.
Sure, you could get one of them.
Thank God.
Sounds like a club.
It's 15 thrones. So
A bit like a bapping stick.
yeah,
Bap
it's a bapping stick.
Could they go night? Yeah, I get you. So, do you want to spend an extra 2,000 thrones on more alcohol?
I'll
Yeah.
throw 500 in.
What the hell? What's the current number at?
So it's at 5,400 thrones.
That's split 5 ways. That's
Oh, sorry. Add on an extra 50. No, I think it's 25 for your.
What is it, sorry?
The van driver will pay for your access on the lift. No, he won't. You've got to pay. We'll add
1.5,
50.
1,100. There. 1,100 for everyone. There,
Okay.
easier.
Oh, fuck
We'll
off.
throw in a tip to the dude too.
There you go. So Jenny,
1,100? Just?
1,100 from each player.
Huh, alright.
1,100 from each. Okay. Yeah.
Cheaper than I thought.
And that's all your equipment, your transportation, poisoning the particularly the Acid Riot gang members, extra booze for the community and the Acid Riot members, and that's pretty much it. So you go over to your recruits, and once they're all equipped, they've gone over their weapons a couple of times. They look a bit gormless, but you pray to the God Emperor that they'll do alright. You give them an inspiring speech, let them know what's going to happen, who the team leaders are, where to meet back, before the next day is soon upon you. Your alcohol is delivered as early as possible. The Poison Kiss actually agrees to let some of their higher class escorts go down through this middleman, and they actually turn up earlier than what they were meant to, as early as they could get away with, adding a bit of eye candy to the streets, handing out drinks to some of the civilians in cases, getting people boozy and merry a lot earlier. This all kicks off at around 10 o'clock in the morning. You guys can sit and watch the pick feeds as soon as you get up to watch what's happening in the Acid Riot's headquarters. You can see that they've positioned out tables, and they've placed out drinks and entertainment. They've brought out a big pole with a concrete slab, well, plasteel concrete or whatever it is, 40k equivalent base, with it's basically a crucifix, and they hang Jonas up on top. They begin building a small fire around it. They place a dartboard on his chest, getting the party games ready. And you notice that in the club on the dance floor, there's a few people this early in the morning, mainly guys who are waking up off the club floor after drinking all night, and the girls are doing their utmost to get people drinking and get people socializing. For an hour, you watch. What time would you like to start moving down there? I believe it's going to take you like 3 hours to get there.
So everything starts at 10?
No, it's 10 a.m. at the moment, and the girls, like, stuff has been delivered to the Acid Riot's territory. The girls have arrived, and the party seems to be they're starting to get the party started.
We can't wear our black red coats, can we?
No.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Well, for... let me think. They are Acid Right gear, but at the same time, you guys are going down... You're in black uniforms, you've got a load of... Out of all of you, only 3 of you can wear them. Any more and it'll start looking a bit suspicious. And it can't be the 3 who are standing together. So between Jenny, Mordecai and Liliana, some of you can't wear your greatcoats.
It's a good thing I don't have a greatcoat to wear.
I've got to wear
Excellent.
one because that's the only armor.
Well, I still have my red one.
Oh, no, here's the thing. I do have the sexy boots, the greatcoat. I'm not wearing any of those. I'm wearing regular, simple black clothes. But I have my, mesh armor underneath.
Yeah, I have my bodysuit, whatever it was called. But
Okay then. So then Darius, you're
goes
fine
underneath
wearing
my
yours.
I also
believe
suggest we
Ezio's
take
got
our
one.
gas masks with us,
They would probably be with us.
just in case, like in our backpacks or whatever.
We probably
So
wouldn't
yeah-
have got a place if we were carrying weapons in there, would we? Nothing like too big, so we know like the
No,
big hell
you're,
gun.
you're going to the lower hive, so you can have some weapons. Things like a hell gun will have to be in a bag. If you get into a club with a hell gun, they're going to be like, "What the fuck is going on here?" It's too
That's your
bulky and obvious. Keeping it in a bag is fine. They're not searching bags here. It's too shitty of a place to do that. But yeah, you couldn't have weaponry of that caliber on display.
Alright. I did.
What about a hand flamer?
Fuck, I need to get
Not
fucking
in
ammo.
a million years. If people see that in a crowded space, they're going to be shitting themselves.
So
Which
what you're
is good
saying is
for
I need to
you.
get my sleight of hand up.
It's good for you that they'd shit themselves, but it's also bad because you're walking into a club with a hand flamer.
Just real quick, can I just spend a bit of cash to buy some ammo?
Sure.
Right.
So yeah, it's 11 AM now. It's going to take you 3 hours to travel down there. Once there, you can get communication from the Poison Kisses base to the car park where you all are, so you can know what's going on. I think Jenny's actually got access to the cameras from her.
Yep, from my cogitator.
Yeah.
This is the low hive. Is this shield too conspicuous?
You can't carry it. It would need to be on your back, secured. Because again, you're walking into a club.
Yeah, I would have it on my back. That's all I had. But still, would that still be too much?
You could get away with it as long as it's on your back, not drawn, not...
Then it's on my back. My camera is sitting underneath the shield.
Yeah, it sounds like a good plan.
So
I can always put my shield in front of my face so I don't get headshot.
The bullet's gonna ricochet off the shield, bounce on my shield, and hit you in the head.
Oh yeah.
So, can everyone who has grenades, particularly of the stun variety, remove them all? Keep a note of how many you had, so you know how many will get dropped throughout this. So when do you want to go? Do you want to leave now, or do you want to wait longer so you can watch the pick feeds?
Probably should go now.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
especially
you
if
get
they're
everyone.
building a pyre.
Yeah.
So you get everyone crammed into the truck that's outside, and 3 hours later, you are in a car park. it's pretty crammed with 36 of you in there, plus your servo skulls flying about. As you depart, there's no one in the car park as the doors come up. You all make your way out. The gang member, well, your gang, gather up into their groups. Darius going over and being like, right, you're all following me, and you guys getting into your position. You make your way out in drips and drabs, you know, not all walking out in just one big group. You're slowly making your way before eventually you're all out. You're all walking down the promenade. You can just about see the people who first left right in the distance along the road. And you can see some people behind you. You've mixed in quite nicely. It's now
40? No.
No. 1 minute. Sorry, my brain just had a fart. It's now 2 o'clock. It's now 2 p.m. As you're making your way down, a lot of people have come out. And just, I'll give you this for the word, for what's going on, the word on the street. A lot of people are talking about, you know, a lot of free drinks out, you know, if they're free drink, free food. I even heard there's free drugs. There's just this murmur which has just brought people out, even though they're scared. Today might be a good day. One in a year, it's not much to ask. And there is a buzz in the atmosphere. As you make your way closer and closer, you finally come into line of sight where the buildings kind of open up, the streets open up to this big area with these houses, with these pad blocks lining the street. It is empty. Now that you come round and you can see like where you guys were, where Jenny put the device, you can now see it does look like they cleared out a lot of the shanty dwellings, and have just basically put up a mini festival. There's people singing, playing, dancing.
Do I
but
see
then
any throne of some kind?
any
A throne.
throne? No, you're outside. There's
So
there's
I
no
don't see a throne outside.
no.
Why would there be a throne outside?
Wait.
I believe he said drone,
Where's
as
the
in.
day? No. I meant throne, but I was under the impression that they built a pyre outside.
No, that was
The
inside.
pyro.
That was inside the building in the boss's base. That was
Hold
on
on,
the
are you
pick
telling me
phase.
are you telling me they're that stupid to light a pyre in the building?
Now they put
Okay,
coals
go
and
down
small,
here.
you know.
What did they do?
They might be trying to roast him, not just engulf him in flames. Just melt
That's
his feet a
not
bit.
a no.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't a no.
Well, if they're trying to, I mean, I can put out fires, so you know.
I would say
So-
maybe let them smoke themselves to death, but I think our VIP will dead along.
We kind of don't want the VIP to get smoked to death either.
It would be amusing, but carbon
You're
dioxide.
you're
grenade.
in a hive city. I think they have some sort of ventilation system that would stop, you know,
Yeah.
vast areas from just dying of carbon monoxide poisoning, unless it failed,
Inside the
which does
building?
happen.
I
Oh, yeah,
cooked
you're-
a rat
this
over
is-
burning dead people in a closet and was fine.
Remember, guys, you don't see Sky. You haven't seen Sky since you got here. You are in a
Yeah.
building within a building within a building within a building. I mean,
Yeah.
Build some-
Lillian,
Fair.
Lillian has the shakes. She hasn't seen the stars in so long.
Stars
yeah,
don't exist.
it's bad. So there's probably about, I don't know, 15,000 people in this area at the moment. All dancing. Sorry, 15,000. All just getting wasted. Basically, they've seen that someone's been generous and delivered alcohol. There's some extra pretty girls on the streets that never happens. So people are coming out. It takes you another hour to actually walk from the truck to the... Like, you're in the square. You haven't walked up to the building yet. You're in the square. You're dotting it around. You're just trying to, like... Right, okay, I can see Darius over there. I can see Jenny over there. I can see... Okay, I'm getting the idea of where everyone is now. So it is currently 3 p.m. Do you try and just make your way into the club, basically?
Do I see any windows in the club?
Lots of them.
It's a club.
It's basically like it's a mini version of the White House. Imagine that. It is a little... It's definitely nicer than the other buildings. It's a big building which may have once been, you know, administratum or ecclesiarchy, or if they were even around back then. Yeah, there's lots of windows. Office blocks, skyscraper. Imagine that kind of a deal.
Mini White House. This place is fancy, man.
Oh,
No, we were in Space Vegas.
in the style, it's run down and shit because of where it is. But
I
it was
think
once
Space
a grand
Vegas
building.
is actually just a ship, you see that?
So, because it's... I guess I'll try and enter.
Okay, so you guys begin to try and filter through. Can everyone roll me a 1d100?
No.
Now, there are lots of people going in. There are multiple entrances. It looks like there's at least 4 or 5 that just go into this massive dance floor. Jenny was close. Jenny was close, but no cigar.
Myself
They-
and Tiffany, we better be getting in with my roll.
So
Hey.
I'm only looking for natural hundreds, to be completely
Oh.
honest with you, for that. There's so many people coming and going. They're not really able to enforce any like stop and search. You know, there's none of that. If they need to fuck someone up, yeah, they can fuck people up. But yeah, no one got natural hundreds, so no one fucked up. As you begin to mingle, canoe, get your way in, slip through the hordes of people going in, you would all see a member of the Poison Kiss. You probably haven't met her before, but she is just stunningly beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous. Her makeup is just on fleek. She has this little beauty mark that's like a tiny little aquila that's on her, just in the right place. Like someone has taken a ruler and measured out where the cutest spot is and found it. And as you walk through the PCs and obviously Urza and Tiffany, they clearly know what's going on, because as you all come through, you don't get handed a drink.
You get handed a gun.
No, sadly not. And they do give you all a little smile and a wink.
What now?
Do
A
any of
smile
us
and a
swear
wink.
to-
Okay, that's not what I
No.
heard.
No wank, Mordecai, we're on a job.
Just smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave.
Just don't invert the wave downwards and don't put something... No. Anyway, so...
Real quick, who's the other two wearing greatcoats? Just because.
I think
we
it's
don't
just you. I think it's just you. I think Ezio has a body glove. I think Mordecai has a body glove. Jenny is
Yeah, I do.
wearing a body glove?
The great coat.
Ah, the
Oh.
great coat. So it's
So-
just you and Jenny.
If no one else, I would probably also have worn the greatcoat.
They
Okay,
had no
so there's
idea
three of you.
not all of us are wearing the Grok.
It was 3 persons maximum.
Yes, 3 people. So Darius, Jenny, and Ezio.
Alright. Okay, that just limited the options then. Alright.
Just so the Tiffany and Urza are both wearing black outfits and seem to have some bulky, they've got body gloves underneath. It doesn't seem like anyone gives a fuck if you're wearing armor down here, or at least no one stopped you. Maybe if you're wearing Imperial Guard flak armor, someone might say something, but yeah.
Is that an armored body glove, or are you just happy to see me?
So you make it into the club. You're able to disperse yourselves throughout. You can see your black clothed gang members. For a reference, inside the club, there's probably around 350 to 450 on the dance floor at the moment. The music is pounding.
Size.
Sorry?
The size or people?
Number of people. So between 350 and 450.
Alright.
The music is pounding. You can just about hear each other when you're right next to each other. But fortunately, you do all have combeats. Unfortunately, your people don't. So communicating with them may be a little bit difficult at this point.
I guess it's too late to say we've 0.5.
Nope, too late.
Nope, way too late.
As the servo skull
Fair.
does a once round the room, targeting positions. The lights flicker, and its hollow field just flicks for a moment, making it visible, or going invisible again. And that is where our episode will end.
Oh, for God's sake.
Execute Order 69.
69.
Yes, it's 9. It's a new number.
Somewhere between 6 and 9.
Exactly.
But find out in the
It's
next
the
episode
explanation numbers.
how the numbers of ruin S9. And I may use that. Find out in the next episode if our group have planned out their attack properly and wisely, if they made correct decisions with the equipment that their allies have, and if they'll be able to save the Inquisitorial agent Jonas Quintilis. Well, you'll have to find out in the next episode. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode and are looking forward to the next. So take care everyone, and as always, bye-bye for now.
Oh.
Boy,
Bye.
praise the
See ya.
flame.